True Sports episode 105 is on. I'm Taylor Phillips, and Louis Tenor is alongside me. We are back
Yes.
after Monday Night Football. Man, I, am already getting good at calling play-by-play for semi-pro
Yeah.
hockey.
Yeah, I heard some of the broadcast. Nice
Yeah,
going.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a shame the Kalkaska Battlers are still winless.
Oh.
I know, but
So,
it's only their first season. It's only 4 games
oh
in.
well,
And their forward, Channing Gorsak, already has 12 goals.
12 goals. Wow.
Three hat tricks in his first 3 games and 2 goals today.
Not bad for a team that hasn't won yet.
Yeah, he got 4 goals in Gaylord in game 2.
Uh, kind of,
And
yeah.
yes, so there's that. Bills and
Yeah.
Bengals, NBC Sunday Night Football. Bengals lead 21-10. Looks like the Bengals are looks like Emmanuel Chase landing on his lower back. He's wearing a heating pad.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Burrow in the pocket, throws caught and then taken out of bounds is Higgins. And it's a first down for the Bengals. Late in the third quarter,
Yeah.
uh, down to 4 minutes left. Bills are 5-3. Bengals are 4-3. Mixon with yet another catch for a gain of a few more.
Yeah.
Chase is still wearing that heating pad on his lower back.
Hmm.
Burrow gets the snap in the shotgun, stays in the pocket, throws near side, caught. First down, Higgins again. Oh, we still have over 4 minutes left. He stayed on his feet while he made the catch, and he took it out of bounds intentionally. 5 catches for 74 yards for Higgins. Burrow with a pitch sweep in the eye, and the Bills' defense is going to sniff out that running back. Mixon again. It's going to be a loss of a few. Second down and long. The Red Wings upset the Bruins 5-4 last night.
Yeah.
That's the Bruins' first regulation loss. Can you believe that?
Well, I just hope it's not going to repeat of last year where they cruised the regular season and then the ultimate chokehold. I mean, the choke signal in the playoffs. So hopefully it's
Yeah,
not going to be deja vu.
in the first round, 7 games against the Florida Panthers. We're already aware of that. For
However, of
sure.
course, they had key injuries to players that happened during the playoffs, so that might have been a reason why that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
3rd and 5. See how many yards they gained. 2nd and 14. They gained 9 on the previous play. Next play, the pass is incomplete. 4th and 5. And the Bengals are going to call their first time out.
All right.
And we're still in the third quarter with 2:21 left. Yeah, they were gonna try to go for it on 4th and 5, and then they called the timeout.
Yeah, might be a wise move.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, right now is not the time to go for it.
No, it's too early. You're ahead by 11 if you're the Bengals. Yeah, yeah. That throw on 3rd down was just a little bit out of reach. And the Bills defense is going to stop them on 4th down and get the ball back on downs. That was a short pass to Sample.
Mm,
What are the Bengals even doing?
yeah,
I understand going for it on 4th down, but that type of play, come on.
that's that was not worth it. Not worth it at all.
No.
You're up by 11. Don't do anything stupid now.
While we're in commercial break, how about the Cowboys Eagles game?
Uh, it didn't go the way I planned. I mean, the Cowboys did try to make up late in the fourth quarter, but that Eagles offense, well, they don't say flat out getting for nothing. Yeah.
Yep.
But it was a close game as I projected it. This wasn't going to be a runaway.
Yep. And the
So
Texas Rangers won the World Series.
yes,
Yep, in 5 games. They scored
like I
4 runs in the top of the 9th inning and won 5-0.
yeah. Considering that we almost had nothing throughout, 7 innings, I thought this is gonna be a long ball game. We might be
The,
going to Thursday morning here.
the first World Series championship in Texas Rangers franchise history.
Yes. Of course, they didn't start out though as the Texas Rangers.
No, of course not.
No.
I think they
Anybody?
I think they started off as the Washington Senators.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yes,
Thank
they
you.
moved out. They moved out in 1970 at the end of the 71 season, and I think they demolished the stadium after that.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I saw the footage of it. My goodness.
that was like over a half century, a little bit over a half century ago.
I was only this high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell me about it.
yeah.
I'll bet.
I think my first words were, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah. How about the Dolphins and Chiefs game in
Yeah.
overseas? Like it was it in Germany?
Yes, it was for Frankfurt.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Frankfurt, Germany. Thank you.
Frankfurt.
Yes.
And there's one more
Uh,
game in Germany next. There's one more game overseas next week, and that wraps up the international portion of the season.
yep. Which two
Yeah.
teams are playing in there?
Let me see here because that's next week's schedule, and usually I do 1 week at a time. But I'll look it up right now. 8 to 14. That is going to be the Colts and Patriots in
Oh
Frankfurt.
yes,
In Frankfurt
a classic.
should be.
Yeah. Remember Peyton Manning and Tom Brady?
Oh, of course.
Yep. I knew you would. So the Bills get the ball back on downs. Their defense does the job at around midfield, and now Josh Allen keeps it himself and gets a 1st down
Hmm.
just outside the 45. They're gonna give him the 45, exactly enough for a 1st down, a gain of 10, and a 1st and 10 for the Bills. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. 150 winding down. Allen in the shotgun throws a short one, caught. Kincaid, the tight end, picks up the 1st down just past midfield into Bengals territory. That's 2 straight 1st down plays. 2 straight 1st downs in this drive.
You're going to need it.
Yep. Down 21-10.
Hmm.
Allen in the pistol. Get a hand off. For a gain of a few or 3. That's the number 4. Can't. His ponytail is in the way.
Yeah.
2nd and 7. Got that that one guy that carried the ball previously as the lone setback. Allen shotgun drops back, throws. Caught. I'm going to look up his name right now.
Yeah.
Gamecast. That's Cook.
Yeah.
3rd and 1.
Mm.
And the Bengals push forward for like 3 yards or so, 3 extra, and get a first down.
All right.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yes.
And we have a media timeout. So first part of your
And,
True Sports Report.
and away we go. All right. Well, speaking of teams that are winless, I'll tell you this right now. But first of the scores here, the Devils over the Blackhawks 4-2 tonight, and the Ducks over the Knights 4-2. Tomorrow's no wait, I'm gonna go to the standings first because you're gonna die when you hear this. Okay, in the Eastern Conference, starting in the Atlantic, the Bruins are 9-1-1 and have 19 points, have the lead. Yuck. The Red Wings are 7-4-1, 15 points. The
We're on their
Lightning are
tail.
Lightning are 5-3-3, 13 points. Got a logjam here with 12 points, with the Leafs at 5-4-2. The Canadians are the same way at 5-4-2, and the Sabres are 6-6 with 12 points, respectable. The Panthers are 5-4-1, 11 points, and the Ottawa Senators 4-6-0 at 8 points. Over in the Metropolitan Division, the Rangers are 8-2-1, and that's 17 points, and lead the division. Oh, Diane's going to kill me. Devils are 7-3-1, 15 points. Hurricanes 7-5-0, 14 points. The Islanders 5-2-3, 13 points. The Capitals 5-4-1, 11 points. Sorry, Steve. The Philadelphia Flyers are 5-6-1, 11 points. The Blue Jackets, last year's worst team, are now 4-5-2 and 10 points, respectable. And the Penguins are 4-6-0, 8 points. Over to the West. The Stars 7-2-1, 15 points. The Avalanche 7-3-0, 14 points. The Jets are 5-4-2, 12 points. 11 points of the Blues at 5-4-1, and the Coyotes 5-5-1. The Yahoos or Predators 5-6-0, 10 points. Wild 4-5-2, 10 points. And the Blackhawks 4-7-0, 8 points. And if I can do the West quickly, the Knights are 23 points at 11-1-1. Canucks 8-2-1, 17 points. The Kings, on second thought, I'll hold off.
Yeah. Now you can finish it. The
Okay,
third quarter recently ended.
okay. Kings 7-2-2, 16 points. The Ducks 7-4-0, 14 points. The Kraken 10 points at 4-6-2. The Flames 3-7-1, 7 points. The Oilers 2-7-1, 5 points. And the worst of the worst, you ready for this, guys? The Sharks 0-10-1, one measly point. Oh boy.
0 wins whatsoever.
Yes, tying an all-time record. I'll explain later.
Flea flicker pass incomplete to start the fourth quarter. It looked like a double reverse.
Yes.
Back to Josh Allen in midfield, way behind his own pocket, and he overthrew his man, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen drops back now. He's going to keep it. Misses a man to the 30, the 25. Bootlegs it and hangs on to it. Going to get brought down a yard short of the first down marker. Yeah, see, that's a bootleg right there.
Yeah.
That could have been an illegal forward pass had he let that one go because he was way past the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1. Bills trying to push it forward. I think they got the first down.
tough to tell.
Looks like the linesmen are marking it right on the 22. Yep.
Yep.
One official's telling the linesmen, the stick men to move the chains.
Yeah.
Telling the spotters to move the sticks. Move the stakes. Stakes, I would like to call them.
Yeah.
Allen's pass complete, and now a fumble recovered by the Bengals at their own 12.
Jambalaya.
Yep.
I had to do it.
Yep. However you may slice it,
Yeah.
the Bengals get it back. Kincaid made the catch, hauled it in near the 10, then lost it.
Yeah.
And the Bengals recover. Continue.
Okay. Imagine that. One measly point. Now I know it means by one's a lonely number. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. On the schedule tomorrow for the NHL, it goes like this. Ooh, good schedule here. 7 o'clock games. The Lightning will take on the Maple Leafs. Also, the Blue Jack will take on the Panthers. 8 o'clock, the Bruins take on the Stars, and at 10 o'clock, the Oilers take on the Canucks. I got a real funny story about the Canucks later on. Oh boy. Well, kind of humorous. All right, so now the NBA, and it goes this way. I'll do the NFL after the game. Okay, the Grizzlies are leading the Blazers 80-78, 2:48 to go in the third. All the rest are finals. Oh, by the way, Jackson Jr. has 18 points and Brogdon has 16 points and 9 assists. The Suns over the Pistons, 120-106. Durant had 41 points. Thompson had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals. A final in overtime, the Raptors over the Spurs, 123-116. Barnes had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Johnson had 26 points and 6 rebounds. Cavaliers over the Warriors, 115-104. Green had 18 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Mitchell had 31 points and 7 assists. The Mavericks over the Hornets, 124-118. Ball had a triple-double of 30 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists. And Luka just short of a triple-double with 23 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. Yeah, close but no cigar. Tomorrow's NBA schedule goes this way. It's a fairly decent schedule. Since Tuesday, there'll be no games at all. Your 7 o'clock games will be the Warriors taking on the Pistons, Spurs taking on the Pacers, the Mavericks taking on the Magic, the Wizards taking on the Sixers. 7:30, Bucks taking on the Nets, Lakers taking on the Heat, Clippers taking on the Knicks. 8 o'clock, Jazz taking on the Bulls, Kings taking on the Rockets, Celtics taking on the Wolves, Hawks taking on the Thunder. At 9 o'clock, Pelicans taking on the Nuggets.
1st and 10, Bengals. They turn it over on downs and then recovered a fumble. They have it on their own 13, not their own 12. Burrow throws in the pocket. And, it looked like it was caught. It is. Bills thought it was incomplete for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ball came loose while Kincaid was leaping in midair. He got upended by one man and then stripped of the football by the other defender. Oh man, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now they're. Oh wait, I see the Bills' deep secondary defenders poked the ball out of the receiver's arms and incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Hold on. No, it was a delay. They just had to fix a clock malfunction.
Right.
There's a pass that's caught. Catch is made, but a yard short. 13:04. Fourth quarter. 2 minutes in.
Mm-hmm. Good numbers for Higgins. Oh,
Less
that
than
bad numbers. Ugh.
less than 13 minutes left. Higgins makes the catch, almost held in another first down. T. Higgins, a wide receiver.
Yeah.
92 receiving yards, a career low.
Yeah, not a good night for Higgins.
Now, he's going to have one of those rough years.
Yeah, all players do.
Man, look at that Bengals offensive line
Yeah,
in those replays.
stacked.
3rd and 1 coming up for the Bengals. They're just barely out of their own red zone. On their own 22-yard line. They need the 23. Pass is caught. Hudson, a gain of more than 10. They only need one. Got a first down. Another smart play call right there. And Pate executed perfectly. Hudson with 4 catches for 45 yards. Burrow throwing 27 of 37. Make it 27 of 38 passes incomplete. 2nd and 10. 258 passing yards and 2 touchdown feeds by Joe Burrow. Thrown by Joe Burrow. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bengals. Burrow in the shotgun, now 2 receivers to the right. Burrow snap, drops back, throws wide open, deep downfield, caught by Chase. I mentioned before twice that he was wearing a heating pad on his lower back, and he made the catch.
Seems to be working.
Yeah, it seems to be already working is right. And the Bengals are in Bills territory now. Just inside the 30-yard line in Bills territory. Stepped out of bounds at about the 29. Burrow's throwing 28 to 39. He's going to hand off. And it's going to be a gain of a few. Mixon. Hand off to Mixon. To about at least the 25. I'll bring up 2nd down. Come on, Mike Tirico. It's only 2nd down here. They're not considering a field goal yet.
Yeah.
And the Bills have a player, defensive back down here, kneeling down on his right knee. It's Hyde, Marcus Hyde. Either him or Micah Hyde. Oh, he pushed someone and then got bumped into by an offensive lineman. Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. A little
Okay.
extracurricular activity and no flags thrown.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 4 to the
Up.
25. 2nd and 6. They need the 19. Burrow's being chased out of his pocket, has to get rid of it. Incomplete. 3rd and 6
Hmm.
coming up for the Bengals. Floyd is upset. He might have got held.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got held right there. That last angle.
Yeah. Oh, not a smart move.
Hold on. Burrow in the shotgun. Trips to the right. One wide to the left. And now a timeout call. Timeout being called by the Bengals. Their second charge timeout.
I think it was their final.
No, it is their fine. I'm sorry. They're up by 11.
Yeah, but you still got 10 minutes to go and you used all your timeouts already.
10:19
So
left. Bengals can no longer use their coach's challenge. Oh my God.
dumb.
Yeah. And Hyde is still down and still in pain. At least he's walking off under his own power.
Yeah, good sign.
Bills rush 5. 3rd and 6. Burrow in the shotgun. 2 left, 1 right, 1 setback. Burrow the snap. Stays in the pocket. Throws. Caught. 10. Almost to the 5 is Higgins. He gets the first down. He had a burst of speed making that catch on the fly, on the run. He's got wheels. He can burn he can burn that secondary defense. He almost took it to the house. Burrow's throwing 29 of 41. Higgins, 8 catches for 110 receiving. Burrow in the eye, 1 receiver right, 1 setback. Burrow snap, pitch sweep, and around left. And the Bills defense is going to bring down Mixon outside the 10 for a tackle for loss of a few yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 11. 9:18 left to play, 4th quarter. Since he using up some clock here,
Yeah.
they they might not even need to challenge anything, to be honest. If they use up some clock
Yeah.
as part of a strategy before they score a touchdown, 2nd and goal from the 10 rather, not the 11. Burrow in the shotgun or pistol, whichever. Throws short side, caught down the sideline inside the 5. And they're going to rule him out of bounds at the 3. That's going to, and the clock continues to roll, obviously, for the Bengals.
Hmm.
It's 3rd and goal, one way or the other. Yeah, if you get out of bounds, that stops the clock, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hmm. But the clock continues to roll for some reason. I wonder if there's like a strange rule. Burrow throws short side, tipped and incomplete. That was tipped.
It's probably an unwritten rule somewhere.
Either that or we might ask 5 points vids to.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, Russo just got his pinky finger. Oh, oh yeah,
boy.
his last 2 fingers, pinky and ring fingers, on that pigskin, and now the Bengals will try just a 20-yard chip shot field goal attempt. to stretch their lead to 14. Snap, hold, kick up, and it is good. With 8:08 left to play fourth quarter, Bengals lead the Bills 24-10. Continue.
All right, so now we'll go to the NFL scores, and it goes like this. As we just mentioned, the Bengals are up now 24-10 with 8:08 to go. Burrow has 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. Allen has 26 carries, rushing yards, 6 carries on 26 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Higgins has 110 receiving yards. Okay, he's getting a little bit better. The Chiefs over the Dolphins. That game was in Germany this morning. 21-14. Tua Tagovailoa, 193 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Morissette had 85 rushing yards on 12 carries and a touchdown, and Hill had 62 receiving yards. The Vikings over the Falcons, 31-28. Heineke had 268 passing yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Dobbs, 66 rushing yards on 7 carries and a touchdown. Smith, 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Browns blanked the Cardinals 27-0. Watson, 219 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Ford, 44 passing yards on 20 carries. And Cooper, 139 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper. Packers over the Rams, 20-3. Love at 328 passing yards and 1 touchdown. And for those of you who doubt him, eat your words, people. Jones, 73 rushing yards, 20 carries, 1 touchdown. Musgrave, 51 receiving yards and a touchdown.
Matthew Stafford was out with a thumb injury.
Ooh, oh boy. Commanders over the Patriots. Howell, 325 passing yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Stevenson, 87 rushing yards on 9 carries, 1 touchdown. And McLaurin, 73 receiving yards. Excuse me. Saints over the Bears, 24-17. Baggett, 220 passing yards, 3 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns. Foreman, 83 rushing yards, 20 carries. Mooney, 82 receiving yards. Ravens over the Seahawks, no contest here, 37-3. Jackson, 187 passing yards. Mitchell, 138 rushing yards, 9 carries, and a touchdown. Andrews at 80 receiving yards. Like I said, no contest whatsoever. And we're back in action. Back in a bit.
8:08 left to play. Fourth quarter, 24-10 Bengals. They will kick off after nailing just a 20-yard chip shot field goal. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a touchback. Sails over the end zone. Buffalo Bills will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Josh Allen in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, one setback. 2 receivers right, 1 setback. Allen the snap, throws short side, caught. Kincaid outside the 30, close to the first down. Clock pauses at 8:01 and then starts again. 2nd and short. Second and a yard and a half. They'll call it 2nd and 1. Allen the snap gets flushed out of the pocket, scrambles to the right. He's going to try to keep it. Misses a man. He gets the first down and then goes out of bounds. Smart play by Josh Allen. What other choice did he have? And he made a tackle miss. Made a move on Hubbard and then got the first down plus a few extra yards. What a play by Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's another good quarterback.
Oh, definitely.
1st and 10 Bills from their own 41.
I mean, he is the face of the
throws
franchise.
screen pass caught. Takes it to the 50. They take it to the 50-yard line. Second down again. Shakir making the catch. 2nd and 1 at the 50. Allen with one step back, two receivers split right, two left. Allen is going to have to get rid of it. Nobody home. He was under duress. .6:39 left to play, fourth quarter. Clock is paused at 6:39 left. 24-10 Bengals. Allen throwing 22 of 32 for 223 passing yards, no touchdowns, and one interception. Here's a handoff up the middle for a first down. That's Murray with the carry of the football. .55 rushing yards for Buffalo and 45 for Cincinnati this quarter. Allen goes past the pocket, keeps it himself, gets the first down again. Allen is an incredible rushing quarterback keeper machine. Yes. First and 10 Bills from just outside the Bengal 37-yard line. Allen misses one man, now throws outside the pocket, and they're going to roll it incomplete as it just one hop toward the intended receiver. Intended receiver was Sherfield. Second and 10, and now an official's timeout to review that last play. Because the Bills are Oh, man, I don't know. That's a close one. It's under review. The Bills are challenging it, that's why. So we'll head to commercial break. Go ahead.
Okay. And a wild one here. Texans over the Buccaneers in a wild one. 39-37. C.J. Stroud, 470 yards and 470 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. White, 73 rushing yards on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns, and Brown had 153 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. I guess Brown can do something for you. Okay. Oh boy. The Colts over the Panthers, 27-13. Young had 173 passing yards, 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. Hubbard had 16 carries, 58 rushing yards on 16 carries, and Pittman Jr. had 64 receiving yards. Raiders over the Giants in an embarrassing game, 30-6. O'Connell, 209 passing yards. Jacobs had 98 rushing yards, 26 carries, and 2 touchdowns. And Slayton, 59 receiving yards. The Giants look absolutely awful. And speaking of awful, the Eagles beat the Cowboys 28-13. Prescott had 374 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Pollard, 51 rushing yards and 12 carries. And Lamb, 191 receiving yards. I mean, not a bad game at all for them, but still came up with a loss. And tomorrow, of course, we have the Chargers taking on the Jets. To the standings we go. It goes like this. The Dolphins have the lead in the AFC East at 6-3-0. Followed by the Bills at 5-3-0, depending on the outcome of this game. Jets 4-3-0, depending outcome of tomorrow night's game. And the Patriots, this is not Tom Brady's team anymore, 2-7-0. To the north, Ravens 7-2-0, Steelers 5-3-0, along with the Browns, and the Bengals are a respectable 4-3-0, depending outcome of this game, of course. To the south, eh, Jaguars 6-2, 6-2-0, Texans 4-4-0, the Colts 4-5-0, and the Titans 3-5-0. The West, Chiefs 7-2-0, Raiders 4-5-0, Chargers 3-4-0, and Broncos 3-5-0. I'll do the NFC next commercial.
They're still reviewing it. Call stands, 2nd and 10. Allen throws, caught. Sherfield Sr. makes the catch. This time makes a catch. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Yes, 2nd and 1, my ass. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 setback. Allen, shotgun snap, handoff. Off-left tackle for a first down. Closer to the 25. They're going to roll him down at the 26, and they get the 27. Less than 5 minutes to go. 4:46 winding down, 4th quarter. Short side pass caught. Shakir with a catch on the short side, on the near right sideline. For a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Allen, shotgun snap, drops back, looks, drops back again, now throws, caught at the 21. Shakir again gets inside the 20 to the 17. They need the 16. It's 1 yard short again. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Oh, come on.
Allen in the shotgun on 3rd and 1. 2 receivers to the left, now 1 in motion. Now 2 left, 1 right, 1 setback. Allen shotgun snap. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Shakir, I think. Actually, Stephon Diggs. And it's 24-16. Bengals with 3:32 left to play in the 4th quarter.
No.
Extra point is forthcoming. Extra point is forthcoming. Oh, they're going to go for 2. Not sure about that. Allen in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Drops back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. End zone caught. 2-point conversion is good. Both feet are down. Stephon Diggs. And that's a 6-point game.
Okay, I don't get the logic in that going for 2.
But they got it.
Yeah, I know.
One of the Blue Jackets blue colored jackets staffers guys got knocked down. Diggs made the catch not only for the touchdown but for the 2-point conversion as well. See, make sure both feet are in bounds in the end zone. They are.
Yes.
Just barely. So it is 24-18. Josh Allen and his offensive squad has got some guts. So Bass will kick off for the Bills from left to right from his own 35. That's going to be a touchback. They'll bounce into the end zone, and the Bengals will start 1st and 10 from their own 25. Joe Burrow goes back to work. 30 of 43 for 316 yards passing and 2 touchdowns thus far. Burrow in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the left. He's going to throw. Caught near midfield. First down. Boyd inside the Bills' 45. On the first play of the drive. Lewis?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm still here.
Looked like you were frozen.
No, I'm still here. Just clearing something off. There
Oh,
we go.
okay. I'm sorry.
I'm still here. I've been frozen though before.
Yeah, but Boyd made the catch. It was a deep ball.
Yeah.
Bengals weren't wasting any time getting that first down. 348 yards passing, 31 of 44 for Burrow. That is impressive. Mixon
Yeah.
gets the handoff off right tackle, closer to the 40 to the 41. I'll bring up 2nd down. Bills called their 3rd and final charge timeout. 2:37 left to play 4th quarter. Don't forget the 2-minute warning coming up.
But all timeouts used before the 2-minute warning. Oh boy.
Yep. The Bengals are out of timeouts as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know, but these are way too early.
Yep. The Bills are looking at Jackson.
Yeah, see that.
I guess that's another reason why they called their final charge timeout.
Hmm.
They'll be 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2. Here's Mixon getting another handoff inside the 40, closer to the 35, and Mixon is down and not getting up. Both teams are out of timeouts. It's a gain of 5, 3rd and 3, as the game reaches the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter.
Okay.
Yep. So next Sunday, the New York Jets, Sauce Gardner, take on the Las Vegas Raiders, Devontae Adams.
Mm.
Next Sunday on NBC Sunday Night Football at 8:15.
Are we ready for it?
Yep. So
Okay, now to the NFC. Eagles proving still the best team in the whole league at 8-1-0. Yuck. Cowboys with a loss today are
Wow.
5-3-0. Commanders 4-5-0, and the Giants, thanks to that horrible game, 2-7-0. To the north, your Lions 6-2-0. We're not lying. Oh,
Exactly.
oh,
Continue.
Vikings 5-4-0. Packers 3-5-0, and the hapless Bears 2-7-0. In the pathetic division of the South, Saints 5-4-0, Falcons 4-5-0, Bucks 3-5-0, Panthers 1-7-0. And finally in the West, the Niners and Seahawks 5-3-0, Rams 3-6-0, and the Cardinals 1-8-0.
Mixon Mixon takes it in for a first down and gets out of bounds, and that should do it. 153 left. Bengals get a first down, and all they need to do now is just take three knees, and that'll be all she wrote,
Yeah.
and that'll be all yours.
Okay.
Yep. So, in fact, why don't we let you continue the rest of this?
Okay. And as we mentioned, tomorrow the Chargers take on the Jets tomorrow at 8:15. Teams off this week are the
Oh,
Broncos.
I mentioned next Sunday's game.
Right. But as for tomorrow night, Chargers
Yep.
take on my New York Jets. As for this week's buys are the Broncos, the Lions, the 49ers, and the Jaguars. All right, so on with the rest of the news. And I know it's a few days late, but congratulations to the Texas Rangers as they finally got their first World Series title in their 63-year history, counting back the days of the Washington Senators, of course. So anyway, Max Scherzer found Adolis Garcia amid a scramble at Chase Field on Wednesday night after the Rangers beat the D-backs 5-0 for their first World Series title, and the celebration was on, including myself. Just 28 hours before Game 5, the Rangers received a double whammy as Garcia and Scherzer were both ruled out for the rest of the World Series with season-ending injuries that they suffered in Game 3. But instantly that was overcome by winning games 4 and 5 in enemy territory, namely Chase Field, and spoke to what many believe to be the most important aspect of the high-priced decorated group of players. Scherzer put it like this: "It takes a whole group of players to win a World Series, not just one player." Well, yeah, of course. The latest was pitcher Nathan Eovaldi, the right-hander who batted a shaky command and navigated through a heap of trouble, and yet somehow managed to equal Zach Gallen through 6 scoreless innings until a deep Rangers lineup was able to break through, turning a pitcher's duel into a rout. The game was scoreless till the top of the seventh when Mitch Garber got on the board with an RBI single in the seventh. Then Marcus Seaman put the game away for good with a 2-run blast in the top of the ninth. Seaman looked back at his dugout and
Oh,
roared at
Marcus Semien.
Simeon, and as he touched first base and showed a rare sign of emotion for the second baseman. It was at that point that the Rangers were well on their way to winning their first title in their 63-year history, dating back to their days as the Washington Senators. The Rangers did something that no team, I believe, has ever done. They went 11-0 in the postseason away from home and became the third team to win a World Series just 2 years removed from a season of more than 100 losses, joining the 1969 Mets and the 1914 Boston Braves. Now we call them Atlanta. The Rangers lost 102 games in 2021 and responded by signing a combined $500 million to sign Semien, and this year's World Series MVP Corey Seager, Jacoby DeGrom, and Andrew Haney, and took manager Bruce Bochy out of retirement. The Rangers lost eight straight games in August and 6 of 7 in September. The Rangers then took a 2.5 game lead into the final week of the season, then lost 3 of the last 4 to Seattle and cost them the division title to their arch rival, the Astros. Yet somehow, they triggered 7 straight playoff wins by beating the Rays and the Oilers, who were the best team in the American League with 101 wins. And then with the Astros, although it took 7 games after falling behind 3-2 in the ALCS, the Rangers responded by winning back-to-back games in Houston and won the AL pennant for the first time in 12 years. In Game One of the World Series, down by 2 runs, Seager tied the game up with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth. Then Garcia with a home run in the bottom of the 11th. What a game! Garcia and Scherzer were out in game three with back and oblique injuries. In game four, the Rangers responded with 10 runs before even the third inning was over. In game five, Evaldi worked out a bases loaded jam in the fifth to keep the game scoreless. That's until Zach Gallen ended his no bid hit in the seventh. Mitch Garver gave up. Mitch Garver got the scoring started with a single, followed by Seager. Seager then followed by Evan Carter with
Oh,
a double
Mitch
to right.
Garver?
Mitch Garver,
Yep.
Evan Carter with a double to right. The Rangers broke it open in the top of the ninth when Josh Helm singled to center under the glove of Alex Thomas, scoring 2 runs, and then Semien finished off with a 2-run shot to put the game away for good. Evaldi lowered his ERA to a 1.03 in the series. Not bad. More baseball news. The Atlanta Braves bring back right-hander Joe Ramirez for a three-year deal worth $26 million. Ramirez enjoyed a solid first season with the Braves with a 3.4 ERA in 59 appearances with 73 strikeouts in 56 innings. He emerged as one of the Braves' most reliable relievers and posted a 2.27 ERA over his last 41 appearances. The Braves announced the new deal 8 days after re-signing Pierce Johnson, another key reliever who signed with the Braves on a 2-year deal worth $14.2 million. Both have been a group of relievers who either had 2024 options on their contracts or were due to be free agents. The Braves still had to decide on left-hander Brad Hand, along with right-handers Kirby Yates and Cullen McHugh, before free agency starts tomorrow. Yeah, it does start tomorrow, folks. Yeah. Okay, now we already know, of course, that the Rangers have won the World Series, but that doesn't mean the sport bettors are taking any days off. They're already predicting for next year's World Series who's going to win. Of
Exactly.
course, yes, for those who think it's too early, not in this business, folks. So anyway, the Braves are the early favorite, but that can change depending on where free agent Show Me the Money Otani ends up. The Braves open up at 13-2 odds by ESPN Bet, followed by the Dodgers at 7-1, the Astros and Rangers both at 9-1, rounding out the single-digit teams to win the series. The Dodgers are considered to be the leading contender to land Otani, a move that odds makers believe they could leap and pass the Braves. If the Dodgers do land Otani, they would have at least the same odds as the Braves, but possibly lower for the uh, perception of it. It's, it says Randy Bloom will oversee the odds for the Superbook in Las Vegas. The Yankees are 15-1, the Mets 25-1, and of course, at the bottom of the barrel, the Rockies and A's are tied for the worst odds at 150-1. Mm-hmm. Well, if you're the A's, I'm surprised it's only that. I thought it'd be like 500-1. Yeah. Okay. More baseball news. Aaron Judge won the Roberto Clemente Award, and Judge got word in his offseason home in California on Wednesday by Jason Zelo, the Yankees Vice President of Communications and Media Relations. Zelo informed Judge they won the award for character, community involvement, and philanthropy. It is our highest honor because it represents a combination of on the field excellence and service in communities. Clemente perished in a plane crash while delivering aid to Nicaragua on New Year's Eve in 1972. Judge the fourth Yankee to receive the award. Ron Guidry, Don Baylor, and Derek Jeter were the three others. Judge completed his first year of a 9-year, $363 million deal with the Yankees, finished with an 82-80 record, and missed the postseason for the first time since 2016. Judge had spoken to owner Hal Steinbrenner about what changes could be coming next season as they try to win their first World Series title since 2009. Changes can mean a lot, from players to coaches, etc. Judge said, "We have not won the big one in a long time, and we've got a lot of work to do." I guess it's like baseball's version of winning the humanitarian award. I guess you could say that, more or less. Okay, so now we're going to and of course I'll cover the free agency in baseball on my show next week. All right, New York Giants tight end Darren Walker looks to be out multiple weeks with a right hamstring injury that forced him to leave in the first half in their overtime loss, Juarez, last week to their cross rival town Jets. The Giants now 2-7 as of today. Faced Walker's team, the Raiders, today in the first of three straight road games. Oh boy. The former Pro Bowl tight end missed 8 games with a hamstring injury last season. His recovery is believed to be contributed to his trade out of the Raiders in the offseason. Waller learned the last Sunday's game was questionable after being limited in practice all week. The injury to his hamstring is likely to force him to miss several games. Waller said, "I'm not sure how many weeks, but I will be out for quite a while." The Giants have division matchup against the Cowboys and Commanders. Not having Waller is a huge loss. He is their leading receiver with 36 catches for 384 yards and a touchdown. The news comes as the Giants seem to be getting healthier, as Daniel Jones was did did return after missing 3 weeks with a neck injury, but he got injured again today. He's got no luck at all. Left tackle Andrew Thomas and right tackle Evan Neal were also expected to return from their injuries this week. Thomas has not played since week 1 in a loss to the Cowboys with a hamstring injury. Neal was expected to return from an ankle injury. Okay, just a second here. I think my thing blew up. Oh, it's all right. I'll manage. Moving along, the Florida Gators were without lead tackler Shamar Jones for the rest of the season after undergoing knee surgery on Wednesday. James dislocated his kneecap in a loss to Georgia last Saturday. He tweaked his knee in warm-ups and wore a brace on it. Evaluated was cleared to play. He was re-injured again in the fourth quarter and was out the remainder of the game. At that point, though, coach Billy Napier said the final practice on Wednesday the injury had been a recurring issue since high school. It's more like a shoulder dislocation, Napier said. It happened to him in high school. It was an injury he had before, much like when a shoulder comes out again, you get it fixed. It will not be long term. Yeah, still, it's pretty tough to handle. The Bears signed defensive tackle Andrew Billings to a 2-year extension. The Bears announced back on Thursday. Financial terms were not disclosed. However, a source told ESPN the deal for Billings is probably worth about $8.5 million, $6 million guaranteed. Billings told the team website he wanted to stay with the Bears because they appreciate him and because he sees a future not just for himself but with the rest of the Bears as well. Billings can start all 8 games this season, registering 14 tackles and 4 tackles for a loss after signing a 1-year deal worth $2.7 million. The Bills actually placed cornerback Harry Elm on the injured list with a lingering ankle injury back on Thursday by general manager Brandon Beane. He saw Thursday. That move was a possibility to get the Bills a 2022 first round pick fully healthy and allow his ankle to heal. I would not say he's 100% healthy scratch part of it. It's all worked out perfectly so far. I know Josh Norman is here in Carolina. We drafted him in 2012. And I know there were multiple times where we had to sit down with Josh, and I believe he was in his 3rd year when he came to see the light. And the next year, he really flipped the switch. In a corresponding move, the Bills signed defensive tackle Ladivia Johnson, who was with the Eagles for the first half of the season. Okay. Giants signed kicker Randy Bullock to the practice squad. as Graham Gano, Gano is set for knee surgery. Gano has been dealing with this issue for several weeks and was trying to play through the pain. He missed two field goals in the overtime loss to the Jets, including the 35-yarder at the last minute of play. I have no excuses. That's not who I am, said Gano. I'm sure there are some out there who want to make excuses, but there are none. I had to play better. It's frustrating. That I know. Uh, Gano is, but I had to play better. That's what I got to do. Gano is expected to land on the injured reserve list this week, but it's too soon to tell if he'll miss the rest of the season. Giants can use him though. Braves right
Oh,
field.
Daniel Jones.
Well, no, Gano,
Oh,
yeah, too soon to tell if he'll be off the rest of the season. Jones, oh boy,
yeah, he
that's
was.
not.
Jones was not that good anyway.
No,
I was gonna say.
he's not. Braves right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr. was voted as Player of the Year and Outstanding Player of the Year at the Players' Choice Awards. Angels DH Shohei Ohtani was voted the American League Player of the Year.
Of
Acuna made
course.
history. Acuna made history this season as he was the first player to hit 40 home runs and steal 70 bases in the same season. How about that? Continuing on here, he ended with 41 home runs and 73 stolen bases at 106 RBIs. Otani led the league in home runs with 42 home runs, had 95 RBIs and 20 stolen bases. As a pitcher, he was 10-5 with a 3.14 ERA with 167 strikeouts. However, his pitching season ended early on August 23rd with a torn ligament in his elbow. 10 days later, he ended his season with an oblique strain. Otani is expected to be the top player in the free agency market, which begins tomorrow. LA Dodgers have agreed to terms with third baseman Mad Max Muncy on a 2-year deal through 2025. It's worth $24 million. The deal was announced on Thursday. The deal includes a $5 million signing bonus, a $10 million option for 2026. Muncy will earn $19 million total over the next two seasons, $7 million in 2024 and $12 million in 2025. You're going to be a rich man, that's for sure. Continuing on here. Okay. Muncy had batting average of 2.12 with 105 RBIs and 36 home runs. He played this past season on a 1-year deal worth 13.5 million, and the Dodgers had a $12 million option for 2024. Muncy joins J.D. Martinez, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts as the first correlate in Dodgers history with at least 100 RBIs in a season. The two-time All-Star had a career in 2021 with 36 home runs, 124 hits in 144 games played. He had 26 doubles, 64 extra base hits, and 262 total bases. However, he struggled as he sustained from a major elbow injury at the end of that season. Yeah. Wow. Seven-time All-Star Nelson Cruz, who hit 464 home runs in his career, is retiring after 19 seasons. He made the announcement on the Adam Jones podcast. Cruz had told Jones that he'll be playing winter ball in the Dominican Republic, with what amounts to his farewell tour. Cruz was released by the Padres on July 10th, about 6 months after signing a 1-year deal worth $1 million. He batted 245 with 5 home runs and 23 RBIs in 49 games this season, mostly being at the DH level. 19 years, that's a long time. He had 207. He had a 274 career hitter with 13 and 25 RBIs for 8 different teams, and a four-time winner of the Silver Slugger Award, and won the AL MVP in the 2011 season with the Texas Rangers before they wanted to lose the 2011 World Series. Oh boy! He started with the Brewers in 2005 before being with the Rangers for 8 seasons. He also played for the Orioles, Mariners, Twins, Rays, Nationals, and Padres.
Oh
That's a
yeah, the
long list.
small market teams, huh?
Yeah, yes. But he ran into trouble in 2013 as he was one of 13 players banned by the league after being connected in the Biogenesis of America, a Florida clinic that has accused of supplying performance enhancing drugs. His suspension was for 50 games. Oh, yeah. I remember that. So, anyway, also with free agency, Otani, Cody Bellinger, Max Muncy, Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, and Aaron Nola are among 130 players who became free agents on Thursday as the offseason began just hours after the Rangers won the World Series. Muncy joins Joe Ramirez and Colin Ray, uh, given the chance to become free agents and sign new contracts with their respective teams. The Twins prevented outfielder Max Kepler and outfielder Jorge Polanco from leaving and exercised a $10 million option on Kepler, an option on Polanco. Each would have owed a buyout of $1 million if the option was declined. At the start of the day, 61 additional players had the potential to become free agents by Monday, depending on decisions on opt outs and other options. Players may start negotiating with any team after 5 p.m. tomorrow, also the deadline for teams to make qualifying offers. Players may receive qualifying offers and may receive offers if they spent their entire season with a team and not previously received a qualifying offer. The amount is the average of the top 125 contracts based on average annual value. Last season, 14 players were given qualifying offers, but only two were accepted. It's kind of low. And they were for outfielder Jacques Peterson of the Giants and Martin Paredes of the Rangers. The Brewers declined an option of 7.25 million to Andrew Chafin and a 2.5 million option on Justin Wilson. The Nationals declined a 3.3 million option on Victor Robles, who'll be eligible for arbitration if he tendered a contract. Arbitration, that dirty word. Steelers linebacker Cole Holcomb was carted off the field with a serious knee injury in Thursday night's win over the Titans. That was a scary thing right there. Matched up with wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, Holcomb was trailing on the play after quarterback Will Lewis connected with Hopkins on a huge game. Steelers safety Keanu Neal came up with a tackle on Hopkins, running into Holcomb's knee after bringing Hopkins down. Holcomb then clutched his knee on the field as the Steelers trainers rushed uh, to him. A card came out quickly. Holcomb was helped onto his back as teammates gathered around him. He did not return to the game. There's been no update on his condition as of yet. This is as far as we know. As you probably guessed, Corey Seager named MVP of the World Series after beating the D-backs 5-0 on Wednesday night. It was fitting for Seager, who signed a 10-year, $325 million deal in 2022 and turned around the Rangers franchise. And boy, did he ever. Seager has also another World Series title at MVP with the Dodgers in 2020 as they broke their losing streak. Another serious injury report here as Titans wide receiver Traylon Banks was stabilized on a stretcher as he was carted off the field late in the fourth quarter in Thursday night with an injury that but gave a thumbs up of his cart off the field. After the game, Coach Mike Verbal said that Burks was alert and moving in the locker room. He had full use of his extremities. Verbal said Burks was being evaluated in a training room. Burks was seen walking out of the locker room under his own power to talk to the coach before heading to the team locker room. Team bus, I'm sorry. The injury occurred when Burks made an attempt to make a deep catch along the sideline on a fourth down, but saw the ball slip from his grasp. He landed out of bounds and appeared to be unconscious at first. Medical staffs from both teams came out to treat Burks. His face mask was cut off and placed on the spinal board as players from both teams knelt on the turf. Burks had appeared to move his toes as he was placed onto the cart. Still, another scary moment. Burks was selected 18th overall in the 2022 draft. Burks suffered a concussion in his rookie season in a blowout loss to the Eagles. And the Blue Jays and with Murfield both declined his mutual option of 18 million for next season, which means he's a free agent. The Blue Jays made the announcement on Friday for the outfielder and second baseman, and will be owed a buyout of $500,000. He was the only Blue Jays player to be named as a finalist for the Silver Slugger Award this year, as he batted 212 with 11 home runs, 67 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases in 145 games. He's also a three-time All-Star with the Royals and came to the Blue Jays in 2022 in exchange for Max Castillo Taylor, who plays both infielder and outfielder. Wow, both. Okay. Um, I wish, despite the fact what many say would be a good World Series, well, it was the lowest World Series watched ever. This year's World Series only drew about 9.1 million viewers, lower than the 2020 World Series when the Dodgers beat the Rays in 6 games. Ratings fell by 23% last season when the Phillies lost to the Astros. Oh boy. Wednesday's game was the only game to break 10 million mark. Game 3 was the least watched at 8.1 million. The World Series is not what it used to be, people. And Clayton Kershaw underwent left shoulder surgery on Friday and is likely to be out till midseason next year. Kershaw wrote on social media that the surgery was performed by Dr. Neil Achelet was to repair the ligaments in his shoulder capsule. They are ligaments. They reinforce the joint capsule. I am hopeful that I'll be able to return to play next summer, he wrote on social media. Kershaw was sidelined for 6 weeks with a shoulder injury and hampered him throughout the later months of the season. Neither Kershaw or the Dodgers said much about the shoulder during the season. He did not pitch more than 5.5 innings since coming off the injured list in mid-August. Then he was hit hard by the D-backs in the ALDS. He had 6 runs before getting his first out in his worst career start. The Dodgers lost the division series for the second straight year and were swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Go figure. Yeah, go figure that out. It's right. Moving on. And the Rangers celebrated their first World Series parade on Friday, and Corey Seager was greeted with thousands of attendants chanting MVP several times. Seager wanted to say there was a very special moment during the ceremony, following a 2-hour parade along a 2-mile route near the ballpark. Congratulations. Arlington fire officials said 400,007 people were in the crowd. While normally stoic, he did show some emotion during the playoffs. Seager took a swipe at the Astros, which took the regular season title that made the Rangers the wildcard team, but made history by winning all 11 games on the road. So congratulations on that. Mets catcher Omar Narvaez exercised his $7 million player option to stay with the Mets for next season rather than be a free agent. Narvaez only had 2 home runs during batting .218 with 7 runs as a backup to Francisco Alvarez. He has an $8 million salary this season that just passed. An 8-year vet in the majors, Narvaez had a 2.55 batting average with 53 home runs, 190 RBIs with the White Sox, Brewers, and Mets. He was an All-Star in 2022 as a member of the Brewers. He had 49 RBIs and 11 home runs while batting .266. For your Detroit Tigers, they've declined their $30 million option on retiring star Miguel Cabrera, who will be paid an $8 million buyout that completes his 10-year, $292 million deal. Half of the buyout was deferred without interest. A 12-time
Yep.
All-Star and 4-time batting champion, Cabrera is a 2-time AL MVP. In 2012, he became the first Triple Crown winner in the majors since 1967. Wow, that's a long trip, long
Yep.
route.
And Miguel Cabrera's retiring. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why they're buying him out, making him a free agent. He's
yeah,
retiring.
good long career though.
Yeah, he was like Dave Dombrowski's then Tigers general manager signed him to a 10-year deal with a 2-year
Yeah,
option, with two 1-year options.
yeah, great
Thanks.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me just see what else we got here. Okay, um, where I had that. Okay, just a second. Okay, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa took the blame for this morning's loss against the Chiefs, as their attempt to tie the game in the fourth fell a little bit short. Call it a game of two halves, as the Dolphins scored 21 points in the first half, but were blanked in the second half. As the Dolphins, uh, the Chiefs came away. Dolphins came within 7 points at the end of the third quarter. There were just over a minute ago left in regulation, where the Dolphins faced a third and 10 from the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Wide receiver Clark Wilson appeared to break free from cornerback. I can get this up here from cornerback Jalen Watson, but the pass from Tagliavoda floated well behind him as Wilson jumped down in frustration. On the next play, Tagliavoda missed an off-target snap from center Connor Williams, resulting in a loss of 13 yards, and then turned the ball over on downs. Tagliavoda took responsibility for both miscues. What happened between Cedric and I was a miscommunication, and those uh, big-time moments, things like that cannot happen, he said. I had to move the ball better. It was miscommunication here. Then it was the last play of the game. I'm always going to blame myself. I have to learn to catch the ball. Head coach Mike McDaniel said that he was not surprised to hear Tua took the blame for the miscues, but it was ultimately falls on the coach. Tua declined to specify what the miscommunication was, but McDaniel explained it was a misprinted audible. Hmm. All right. Daniel Jones left today's game in the first half with a non-contact knee injury. Jones was then ruled out when the team returned at the end of the halftime. He buckled his knee on the final play of the first quarter and he was fall into a sack. He did remain in the game, but on the first play in the second quarter, he just fell to the ground untouched in the middle of his drop back. Jones missed the previous 3 games with a neck injury, so bad to worse. Instantly, he grabbed his knee. He walked to the sideline to the Blue medical tent for further evaluation. After several minutes, Jones walked under his own power off the field and headed to the nearest tunnel into the X-ray room. Tommy DeVito came into the game in the absence of Jones and threw for a -1 yard. DeVito replaced Tyrod Taylor, who was injured last week against the Jets. It has been a nightmare of a season for Jones and the Giants, as it comes after he signed a 4-year, $160 million deal. Before the game, Jones was 4 for 9 for 25 yards. He had 3 touchdowns on the season, but also 6 interceptions. Yeah, yuck. On to more news here. It's got to be a tough break. All right, for you Devils fans, well, you're not going to like this. Devils forward Jack Hughes is going to be week to week after suffering an upper body injury in Friday's loss to the Minnesota Wild. And I was watching that game, actually. Hughes left the road trip and returned to New Jersey to be with the Devils' athletic care staff. The Devils were in Chicago tonight to face the Blackhawks. Hughes was injured in Friday's loss to the Blues when he crashed into the boards in the middle of the first period on the 5th shift of the game after he was hit by Torrey Krug. Head coach Lindy Ruff said the Devils are fortunate that Hughes' injury was not worse than the collision, because when you get something like that, that can really perish the thought. Luckily, they're within in distance of the Rangers, so it can't be that bad. All right, moving on. I hate when this happens. And Georgia's still number 1, but not in the playoff pool. Okay. Suns all okay. Suns also hurt Devin Booker, who missed four of the first 6 games of the season with foot and ankle injuries. Was out again for tonight against the Pistons with a right calf strain. Booker felt soreness in Thursday's loss to the Spurs, where he just fell short of a triple double of 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. He did not play in yesterday's loss to the Sixers, but the um, designation of the official report was a left ankle injury. The Suns are off to a 2-4 start, and Booker and Bradley Beal are dealing with injuries. Low back spasms have prevented Beal from making his Suns debut. Was acquired in a summer trade to give a potent trio along with Booker and Kevin Durant. Well, so much for that. Beal went through an intense half-hour pregame workout today, but head coach Frank Vogel said there was no update on his timeline to be cleared to play. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but I'll give it a go anyway. At the New York City Marathon this morning, Cameron Tola of Ethiopia won the 26.2-mile race and set a new course record in the process of 2 hours and 4 minutes and 58 seconds. That topped the previous mark by 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds by Jeffrey Mute in 2011. Pulled away from his fellow countryman Jeremy Yimmer when the pair were running toward the Bronx at mile 20. By the time he had back to Manhattan a mile later, Tola had built up a 19-second lead and chased Maltia's mark. On the women's side, Helen Obiri of Kenya won the women's division in the final 400 meters with a time of 2 hours and 27 minutes. She also won the Boston Marathon back in April. In the wheelchair races, Marcel Hung of the men's division crossed the finish line at 1 hour and 25 minutes and missed the course record by just a mere 3 seconds. On the women's side, Catherine DeBerner won the women's division at 1 hour 39 minutes and 32 seconds and broke that course record for women by 3 minutes. I'll be darned. Okay, so as we mentioned, the Sharks have the worst record in all of hockey. The Sharks lost to the Pens last night for their 11th straight loss, tying a dubious start to the season. And to make things even worse, they gave up 10 goals in the second straight game. Riley Smith and Jake Gunzel scored 2 goals and 2 assists. Eve Malkinen scored twice as well, and a 10-2 thrashing of the Sharks. Smith set the tone with 2 goals in the first period for the Pens and found their way back after losing 5 of the last 6 games. Gunzel scored the 200th goal of his career. Brian Roost scored a goal and 3 assists. Vinny Hisatoria and Chris Letang and Matt Neto all scored for the Pens, and Tristan Jarry made 24 saves. For all the desperation that the winless Sharks brought into the arena, the Pens wanted to do something better than their 3-6 start. The Sharks are now 0-10-1, shared by a record by the 1943 Rangers and the 2017 and 2021 Coyotes. The last time a team gave up at least 10 goals back-to-back was the Boston Bruins in 1965. I know somebody's not happy about that one. Maple Leafs forward Timothy Legren was placed on long-term injured reserve yesterday, which comes 2 days after sustaining a lower body injury in a game against the Bruins. Legren was injured on Thursday when he crashed into the boards after
Sorry,
being tripped.
what did you mention before? Previously, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
About now the Bruins about the sharing a record for the Sharks sharing a record with the 43 Rangers and the Coyotes for the worst start
Oh,
in
wow.
hockey
Yeah.
history. Oi. And the last time that a team gave up 10 goals back-to-back games was the Bruins in 65.
Wow.
And I know somebody who's not happy about that.
No,
I'll explain later.
not on your
Okay.
end.
No. So Legren was injured on Thursday when he crashed into the boards after being tripped by Bruins captain Brad Manchard in the first period. Manchard did not receive a penalty on the play, although he should have. LeGrand had 1 assist in 10 games this season. By rule, by league rule, players on the injured reserve list must sit out at least 10 games with a total of 24 days. In his career, he has 43 points in 151 games since he was selected 17th overall in the 2017 draft. The three-point shot of the Dallas Mavericks fell slightly off all morning in practice on the newly bright painted Denver Nuggets court. It turns out that the shot was a wrong measured three-point line. The line's curve rate was painted too far black and blue on the yellow floor that the Nuggets will use during the in-season tournament games. Oh yeah, that in-season tournament. In the time between the shoot-around and the game between the Mavericks and the Nuggets, the line was repainted to the right distance.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, the whole thing with the in-season tournament making new rules,
Waste
yeah,
of time.
it is a waste. I'm like, there's no possible way the line's supposed to be this far, said Williams of his morning shoot-around. Everything was short. Plus, I could tell from the perception that it was either the blue court, and it was messing up my eyes, or this line was too long. Indeed, it was too far back. Williams said out in the pregame warm-ups, he was back on target. He said there was still a faint reminder of the other three-point mark. You can tell the line was still marked on the court, so it's going to feel kind of weird. But we'll make it work. Sometimes imperfections happen, so you just have to adjust to it. The three-point line averages 23.9 feet away, except from the corners, where it is a bit shorter. It was a tight squeeze between the out-of-bounds line and Williams sneakers during the morning session. The league came up with a league-wide court design scheme to mark the new in-season tournament and release set by the unified courts. Represented the first time they implemented the alternate court for all three teams, and the first time in any NBA team has played on a fully painted court without wood grain details. The Nuggets and the Mavericks are in the same group with the Lakers, Clippers, and Rockets. The 6 group winners and the 2 wildcard winners will make up the quarterfinal round. The quarterfinal rounds will be played on December 4th and 5th at the higher seeds, and the title game will be played on Las Vegas on December 9th. If you ask me, it's still a stupid idea. Look, I know they do it in college with the NIT tournaments, and the WNBA does it with the Commissioner's Cup, but is it really necessary? I don't think so. They say it's to generate more interest in the regular season. Yeah, but will it do that? I don't know.
Only time will tell.
Yes. Oh, Orlando Magic center Wendell Clark Jr. is set to undergo surgery for a fractured finger and will be reevaluated about 3 weeks' time. Carter fell on his left hand during injuring his third metacarpal after going for a rebound in the final seconds in Thursday's win over the Jazz. So far this season, Carter is averaging 9.4 points per game and 8.6 rebounds in his 6th year in the league. The Magic replaced Clark Jr. with Guga Blizdy in the starting lineup for last night's game against the Lakers. The Magic were also without Markelle Fultz with a knee injury and Gary Harris with a groin injury. Ugh. Gotta hate those groin injuries, though. Yuck. Spurs guard Devin Vassell is day-to-day with a left out-of-court strain. A positive development after the Spurs coach Ray Popovich said that Vassell will be out for quite a while. Vassell left Thursday's win over the Suns with tightness in his left groin and underwent an MRI. Once the team revealed the MRI, then the team went back to Phoenix. The Spurs did set out Vassell for tomorrow's game against Raptors, which was actually today, and reassesses ahead of a 2-game road trip against the Pacers and the Knicks. After the game, Papa said he thought the Suns would be without him due to the nature of the injury. The groin is one of those injuries that can take a while to heal, Popovich said. He was not sure if he could play, but I told him to go warm up at the half. And to be honest, if it fit, it loosened up and how he felt, and he could just go on with it against the Suns. Bowser was replaced by Michael Branham in the second half. Bowser's injury does not look to be anything of the serious nature. Last season, he started 32 games for the Spurs, averaging 6.2 points per game. So it doesn't look like it's going to be anything too serious that'll keep him out for a long time to come. And of course, there's some other in-season tournament news as Miles Turner made the first slam dunk in the tournament's history. He's dunking on a pass off of Pacer star Tyrese Halliburton. Came out 19 seconds into the tournament against the Cavaliers, and the first basket scored in this in-season tournament. After years of debate of having this kind of tournament, modeled after, say, Euro Cup and Euro Soccer, Adam Silver's project became a reality on Friday night. Well, bully for you. The slate of 7 games marked the first 7 days of group stage games across the month of November, including the next 3 Fridays, the 14th, 21st, and 28th of the month. The tournament will see all 30 teams play 4 games in group stages drawn together against last year's standings. Warriors forward Draymond Green says it brings a sense of intensity this early in the season and says it's a playoff game. Yeah, and a job well done by the league to bring this excitement this early in the season. But you get games like this, and it makes it worthwhile. The first matchup of the night was between the Grizzlies and the Warriors in Group A, where the Warriors came out on top 115 to 113 overtime. Jeremy Grant scored 26 points. Desmond Bane was the high scorer of the night, with the Grizzlies with 33 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals despite a loss. Jaren Jackson Jr. scored 30 points and 10 rebounds, yet the Grizzlies were still 0-6 on the year. Oh boy. Jalen Brunson, the high point overall for the night, 45 points despite a loss to the Bucks, as the Bucks were 20 for 29 for three-point range and outscored the Knicks by 30 beyond the arc, and shot only 39% from the field, and were 10 for 39 from three-point range. No wonder why you lost. Hey, it could have been worse than just losing by 5 points. You were lucky it was only that kind of a margin. It could have been 30 for all we know with that kind of shooting. Yeah. I mean, that's just, when you have a poor shooting like that, you're lucky you only lost by 5 points. Because your performance on the court was ugly. Just a quick check if I got anything else here. Oh yeah. As we said, that Jack Hughes is out with an upper body injury. I don't think it's going to take too long, but maybe like about a week or two. But at least he still won. And Mavericks coach Jason Kidd will not be traveling his team to Denver to face the Nuggets as he suffered a non-COVID illness and was replaced by Sean Sweeney, the assistant coach, in Friday's opening season tournament game. The Mavericks were off to a 4-0 start thanks to their lead scorer, Luka Doncic. Sweeney was also on Kidd's coaching staff with the Nets and Bucks and served as acting coach as Kidd was placed on the league's health and safety protocols in January of 2022. Yeah. Also went to the finals twice with the Nets. Yeah, the good old days. And just a quick check to see if I've missed anything else. No, that's just about it. I'm just going to do a quick check of any scores that we have missed. Oh, wait. I'm going to do some college basketball because the season starts tomorrow for the men. We'll go through the top 25. Purdue will take on Stanford at 6:30. Also at 6:30 are number 6 UConn against Northern Arizona. Number 9 Tennessee against Tennessee Tech. 7 o'clock. Number 13 Miami takes on NGIT. Number 19, North Carolina takes on Radford. Number 25, number 22, Villanova takes on American University at 7:30. That NJT and Miami play at 7, as well as Radford, North Carolina. 8 o'clock, Kansas takes on North Carolina Central. Kansas is number 1 ranked in the preseason polls. Also 8 o'clock, number 7 Houston takes on UL Monroe. Also, Arkansas takes on Alcorn State. 9 o'clock, Texas A&M takes on Texas A&M Commerce. Kentucky takes on New Mexico State. They're 16th ranked. 18th is Texas against the Incarnate World. I can't figure out what that actually means. Also, 8 o'clock, Alabama, number 24, takes on Morehead State. Oh, that's going to be an emotional game, though. And, Illinois takes on Eastern Illinois at 8 o'clock, number 25. Michigan State takes on James Madison at 8:30. Marquette takes on Northern Illinois at 8:30. 9 o'clock, number 2, Duke takes on Dartmouth. Arizona takes on Morgan State at 9:30 in the Pac-12. Must be a. Oh, Alabama takes on Morehead State. Excuse me. All right. 10 o'clock, number 21, USC takes on Kansas State. And number 17, San Diego State takes on Cal State Fullerton at 10:30. That's a Fox Sports 1 game. And I believe there's some games that involve our home crowd as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because considering your area, Michigan, and my area, New Jersey, here, and it goes like this. Yeah. So over on the Jersey side, Princeton will take on Rutgers, and I'm looking forward to that.
Oh.
Yeah. Princeton takes on Rutgers. Monmouth takes on George Mason. Niagara takes on Notre Dame. Miami takes on Charleston. I know there's something here with Central Michigan, so I'm looking up for that. Yeah.
I may not care, but go ahead.
St. Peter's will take on my Seton Hall Pirates, and if they don't win, my nephew is going to be very unhappy because he goes to Seton Hall. Yeah, because I know I heard that Central Michigan was playing tomorrow. Oh yes, Central Michigan taking on. They're taking on Oklahoma. Sorry.
Oh, the Sooners. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me check that out. Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, that's in men's basketball, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah. Oh boy, you got a tall order to face there.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah.
My Chippewa's men's basketball team sucks.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I don't care.
I know. I just thought I'd bring up, being going for our home
Thank
teams.
you, though. Yep,
Sure.
thank you, though.
Because I follow college basketball very, very carefully.
CMU later this month on November 29th on Wednesday goes to Columbus to play the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Gulp. Oh boy.
On November 13th, they're at Florida State.
Eep.
Oh my God.
You are in big trouble. You are in big trouble, man. Oi.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And to wrap it up, Fairfield.
No shrimp, Sherlock.
No shrimp is right. From my area, Marist takes on Army at 8 o'clock. Okay, fairly decent game. And Fairfield will take on Boston College at 8 o'clock as well. Yeah, go with that one, bub. Oh boy. That's not going to be easy either. And I think we got one more game of the NBA that I think just wrapped up. I think. And that would be, yes, the Grizzlies over the Blazers, 112-100. Okay, that'll wrap up for me. I'll turn it back over to you.
That was an entertaining ending to episode 105 of True Sports. We'll be back for episode 106. For Louis Tenor, I'm Taylor Phillips. Stay true, everyone, and remember, believe it or not, it's True Sports. Ta-ta.
Good night.